Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Friday update from Lot. It's 11:21 a.m. I'm in Los Angeles. Hope you're doing well. Let's connect on Lot. Let's talk about latest Lot things. And today, I'd like to talk to you, answer the questions, your thoughts. Hope you can hear me well. I'll switch to this mode for today. How are you doing? What's new? Let me do it again. Hi Larry. Hi everyone. What's new? I have my pen, paper. Just will be connecting the dots, answering the questions. So what's latest in the world? It's moving so fast, the technology. So yeah, almost no point to talk about AI or AR. It's just going to be so fast. Although there's one interesting thing that we found recently and published. The reason why we published it is because we've been talking about this for a few years, and we still need time to build it right. But the technology is very close to be a commodity for this. If you're a lot user, you remember that we in the previous versions we had product pages. So product page is the place, like the experience behind the product. So say you receive a toothbrush or perfume oil, and there's a QR code, and you scan the QR code and you go to the product page. And within the product page, you would have playlists, you would have with music. For example, you have incense, and you would have the whole playlist for the incense. You would have for the coffee set, you would have recipes and manual how to make coffee in morning playlist. So the product page was just like a portal for the product. And there was no way really to go to any selected product to see all the products. The only way to see the description of the menu or the story behind the product would be to scan the QR code. But we knew already back then that the future is in computer vision. So this is the thing we building and still aspire to ship is, like facial recognition. This is like product recognition. So whatever product you receive, whatever lot product you have, you just show to the camera and it starts the experience. So to me, this is a big thing because it really creates this new type of interface. There's no, yeah, like it's very different from your typical store. For example, you go to the store and you have buy button and you have description. This is different kind of experience. So I'm very excited about this. It works with simple and more esoteric items like the bead, the founder stone, but it also works with, say, socks. You show socks or you point the camera on the phone to socks, and it can tell you when was your last ship. Do you need more? Ask you a question. Do you need more of them? Do you need less? Are you satisfied? Do you like the design? So the interaction with the product is on a different level. And in terms of development, as always, there are two ways. One way is to develop this engine ourselves, which is extremely hard. And the second one is to use the commodity computer vision. I think we're at the place where the commodity computer vision and commodity AI is coming. So we hope that this will be the interface of the future. Yeah, and it's just really step by step, small things here. But you can see how far it can go. And so the vision is that if we have hundreds or even thousands of products in the backend, they so personalized that you might see only 3 or 4 in your package. So my products are different from your products. And the way to learn about them or connect them is to use computer vision. And there's one way to, say, make toothbrush online. Perhaps there's a Bluetooth. I mean, they exist like this. Perhaps there's like a battery and a Bluetooth chip and motion chip and analyze when you start to brushing and how long you brush and all these things. Smart toothbrush. Maybe there's another way where you show just a regular, even a wooden toothbrush to the camera, and it can predict and know a lot of things about you, about it. So say you point your camera to the toothbrush, it can analyze, do you need a replacement? It can analyze, do you need a softer or harder brush? And create a personal schedule. So to me, it makes an online brush as well, but without hardware within it. So no batteries, no Bluetooth, no motion sensors, but it's still kind of online and smart toothbrush. And so a lot of very simple objects around us, like a candle, incense, perfume oil, things that are hard to make smart or online, they will be online with lot. So it's really a combination of technology layer and physical layer, but we blend in it. And I think that's one of the biggest advantages and one of the biggest ideas. So the preview of the interface is just a preview. So the engine, we're building it. And the way we decided to do it is kind of how we were growing before, is by amount of users. So Each new checkpoint, a milestone uh, with user base, triggers new development. Sounds obvious, but um, at the beginning, I think we made some mistakes of rushing, making too much for, say, we would have all black uniform and all white uniform only for 30 people. And so that was very hard. Although we know that we want all these things, and white uniform and all black uniform and all kind of accessories, now we must to scale it accordingly. And I hope you'll see some updates based on the total users. So we growing organically, not pushing it this much. We're watching the world. We're watching how people think about a lot, and that's the healthiest to me. Um, what do you think? Hi, Serge. There's another one. Tactics. Hi, amazing background. Are you in Space Odyssey bedroom? Perhaps. Space Odyssey bedroom. Yeah, it's like a softbox. This is crazy. Isn't it amazing the artwork that stands the time? No AI, no technology can beat this. So cool. Oh, we know this character. Incredible. How are you doing, tactics? Actually, nowadays people can visit a replica of it. Yeah, mind blowing. Thinking a lot about it recently. Yes, it's very interesting. The Mid Journey said that I mentioned it already, but it's just even hard to put to words. But by the end of the year, they will have open worlds, not just images, not just interactive images, not just games, but the whole open world. Really, the only limitation is the computing power, and once that's solved, yeah, you type a prompt or think of a prompt even, and boom, there's entire world. So it's interesting. Perhaps the Stanley Kubrick approach would still work. Sampling things, working, writing. Perhaps there's no way around it, but we'll see. It's interesting. Is if the machine can create the Space Odyssey better than Space Odyssey without sampling it, without stealing, just making it brand new. And even if that's possible, that what's next? So still think it will be, even if that's possible, it will be that we still would look for human created worlds. Like, yes, machine can create whatever, but we will still, like music, we will still look for human created worlds. I really like this. What's the name? What's the name of this music AI? The name of the music AI is Suno. Curious if it would work without copyright. It's interesting because I can't play any music here for copyright, but if I can play Suno. I like Suno. The idea of it is amazing, and I read somewhere, or somewhere it was mentioned,
gather round now, it's turkey time, catching up with all your kin and dime, feasting on that golden bird so fine. That's the gravy, pour some wine. Turkey time, it's a country ride.
Sing. Somewhere I saw a tweet maybe, or thought, I can't remember it, who was it, or if it even was a person, but it says that the future will be, is that you go to app like Suno and say you listen to Travis Scott, but it's not music that he made. It's music that AI made inspired by his world. And every play still gives him royalties. But it's not tracks that he made. It's not sounds that he made. It's not even songs that he sing with his voice. Perhaps it's not even images of him. It's all generated. But it's inspired by him, and so because it's his identity, it pays the royalties to him. And so people can kind of create their own Travis Scott songs, and their own Travis Scott beats and looks and music videos and even games, but still it's his identity. So I think that's the future. It's hard to imagine that there's, I mean, we see it, but there's like AI influencer or AI celebrity, and it's so good we follow it. It's hard to imagine. You would want a person still. And so the identity, the taste is the biggest assets that you might have. Like, would you go to artificial person, listen to artificial music, knowing that it's 100% computer generated? Maybe as education, but not as consumption. Then maybe there will be no consumption. Maybe we will stop looking up for people like that, like celebrities. Perhaps we will be just enjoying this infinity art, infinity music, without even attachment to a specific person. So yeah, another thought about this was that it's really will be like, imagine if the Akai MPC, that's where it starts in a way, say music instrument, and imagine if every beat you make on the MPC goes to um, goes through Akai and through blockchain, and so the royalties go back to the Akai, so it goes to the machine kind of. Like a synthesizer that is intelligent and smart, and the place not goes only to a person who use it, but also to the machine. So there'll be more incentive to create those tools because now it's compared to like subscription service or say Midjourney. This is like a Midjourney too, this device, but you buy it once and then you create things and then you can make uh, big audience and a lot of money using this tool, but you don't pay back to Akai. So we'll see how Midjourney works. Like, can you buy a Midjourney device and then create endless, limitless amount of worlds, or you'll have to subscribe to Midjourney to use it? It's very interesting. Still working on the one of the features that we will be fixing is reload. So hope next update we will have no need to reload, so it all will be automatic. Some things like sunset and sunrise already automatic, you don't have to reload, but total users, when users online, sometimes you need to reload. Weather is you don't have to reload too. I think in November, December, a few months ago, I was really blown away by the artificial intelligence and OpenAI and just mid journeys and music and like, wow, what's happening? Somehow it feels that we are, maybe it's really singularity, but it feels like we are, it's the same world, you know? The example that I like is that every time you, especially if you work in video or 3D, if you buy a brand new computer and it's like super powerful, you start to load it with more things, and by like week 2, 3, the computers become slow, like slower than you. You can get an even faster computer, and then you do as a person much more things. Um, so you're always faster than the computer, and I really think that we'll see, but I really think that no matter how powerful will be the AI, we still will be much more powerful. We can see limitations of OpenAI sometimes, but it's like completely new word and numbers processing program. But we're already faster than it. Just half year and we're already faster than it. So I'm really looking forward for those mid-journey updates because I'm curious if it will be faster. Well, have you tried Korea? Korea is also kind of crazy. Experimenting with different things. Yeah. Crazy. Let's put kitchen computer. How crazy is this? And then we go for product. Yeah. Boom, window. Kind of hard to comprehend at the beginning, but now it's, I guess there's new Photoshop. And my favorite thing here is the AI strength. I think that's the best controller. We need this in OpenAI too. It's mind blowing. Imagine you can rotate it in 3D, go inside it, see how it's made, simulate all the actions. Very simple. The combination of Creo, OpenAI, Midjourney. And for kids, how crazy this is. Boom, next. The Creo is really, really cool. And then you can enhance it. You render it and then you go enhance it, and it creates all the details. I'll show this one image. Um, so what I do, I would sketch it on the paper and then show it to the computer, and then it will kind of work with me. You know, it's really crazy. Probably to get to this image, what, 3 months before, if you want to do it in 3D and think about it. Boom. Arc 2. Very, very inspiring times. Ivan, hey, hello. Search. Creo makes an impression the first time you try it. All design tools will look like Creo in the future. I agree with you 100%, and to give most respect to Korea and the technology, you still go to Photoshop and still go to paper, because something that um, something there that comes from a human hand and human um, mind and human energy, you can't replicate. So the tools will be there, but you still will go for sculpture and painting. It's dance, singing. If we remove those things, we kind of remove the nature of human, I feel. Also, one thing, it's kind of the secret technology that I realized is the secret to, say, good food, tasty food, is to use your hands. And so you can see that how, um, say, Indian food, Asian food, and just like homemade food, they use a lot of hands. Like they, even even if the step is almost unnecessary to take dough, use your hands and then put it back on the table, um, you want to do it because somehow that's magic of this world. You charge that piece with energy, and so you can see that this kind of orthodox cooking when there's a table and there will be like 5 people cooking, passing that piece of dough to each other, and one is doing a bowl, another one like making it flat, and someone else putting meat inside, and then they do it again. So that's really what makes it so magical. And if you just remove that and give it to the machine, until you figure out how machine can give that energy, food will never taste same as coming through your hands. Um, Same human touch between each other. Just machine will never be able to tap you on the shoulder or hug you. It's impossible. It's like another layer of technology that we don't know what it is. It's not just warmth. It's not just something else. And so things like hands, this magic output of energy, will be super valuable. Uh, you can't replace a hug. You can replace this energy. So, or maybe you can, and that's another interesting technology wave coming after, like bio mechanics, biotechnology. So maybe that will be next frontier. So I really feel the same, and super respectfully, I feel the same about the software tools and art tools. Is that there's some secret steps to generate the energy rather than just a fast output. But I saw the flows where you create using Kriya and Midjourney, you create hundreds of samples, previews, and then you sample them in your work. That's amazing. So it's kind of replaced the design team in a way. So you have 10 different samples, 10 different textures. You just mix them, mix them, mix them, mix them, but then you make a final cut and final polish by hands, and it becomes the next step. So super excited. How crazy it will be when you go to this image and you can rotate it in 3D. That's what I'm waiting. That's the next part. It's like the splat. The director of Paul Thomas Anderson, right? Yeah, PTA. So there was this talk somewhere, I mean interview, and someone asked how he write such good scripts for his movies. And he said that when he writes, um, he makes a lot of mistakes, and there's a lot of emotion. There's like whatever, it sounds banal, but there's like a tear, paper, or coffee spill, or just some emotion through going through writing it, and then there's like notes, field notes. He said that the actual movie comes not from the text on the script, but from all that environment around it. The coffee spills, the tears of the paper, the footnotes. So that's the script, and that's how he don't remove it. He don't give it to editor to clean it up. That's the he embraced it, and that makes the movie so great. Those moments, because then people can feel the emotion that was behind it, and really uh, use it in production. So that's a great advice. And it's counterintuitive in a way. I remember working with Kanye, and he would just say the same thing. You know, if I would spend like more than few minutes on an image, he wouldn't really accept it. He would only like things that would be done like very fast in a minute in an emotion. The simple sketches, the collages, or 3D, but it has to be very fast. So the best, and you know, over time with experience, I learned that the best things you might prepare for them for years or months, but everything that people really like, everything that people things that resonates with people, that's created in a minute, always. There's no one thing that was like brewed and rendered for many months and then people like it. It's rare the case. Tactics. Yeah, machine should learn how to make mistake. Yeah. Oh, you remember this commercial? I'm curious if I can show it for the copyright. Let's try. It's very cool.
I'm faster than you. I'm stronger than you. Certainly, I will last much longer than you. You may think I am the future, but you're wrong. You are. If I had a wish, I'd wish to be human. To know how it feels. To feel. To hope. To despair. To wonder. To love. I can achieve immortality by not wearing out. You can achieve immortality simply by doing one great thing.
Wow. Summarize it pretty well. else? Well, that subject. What else? Shipping the first products very soon, so I'm very excited to start seeing them with people, or people using them. Preparing, as usual, some cool surprises with the bead and the sweatshirt, long sleeve and incense. That's just the beginning to restart the universe. So, in process. I think you would really like it. Right. Um, let's talk next Friday with a great update. Then our priorities are update the system so it works better. You don't have to reload it. There are some new features. Um, I hope to talk about them next Friday. So, new system, the ongoing research for the future interface, including computer vision, community tools so we can connect and talk to each other, ongoing, and physical products uh, shipping soon. So, working on the packaging, personalization. Behind the scenes, this is for lot. Behind the scenes, we doing fundraising, so we pitching computers, computer systems, and many other things that may come from lot. Mobile homes, so those things are on the background, and we're working with the investors, but that process always take longer than you want. So, as usual, please spread the world, spread the world and spread the word. Um, I don't really rely on social media that much. I think it's, strange place. So, if you have a story about lot, share it with someone. I think that's the best. Let's talk about it. Let's create community. I think, uh, just like last time, the biggest asset that lot might have is a community. So let's find a way how to meet offline and, um, yeah, find more connections between each other. See you next Friday. Varik, are you planning to make a seminar about community? Yes, yes. So the first one was future design, the outline. Second one, UI. And as you see, we're following the, so whatever was in the seminar, you already start to see in the lot. So I'm working on the community seminar, and that's why I'm asking these questions. I just want to figure out what makes a strong community, what makes a real community. Um, yeah, 100%. Thank you for the question. The community seminar is in the works. That will be a third one. Thank you, everyone. Talk soon. Bye bye.